You guys in the front have to smile. Okay. I'd like to thank the organizers of this event for this opportunity, and I'd like to thank my fellow candidates for having the courage to put their names forward. My own view of this election is that I'm applying for a job. You guys are the boss. Mr. Campbell is up for a job review. Robin's been a key part of the government since 2008. In that time, he and his colleagues have driven the province's annual finances deep into red. And they did it in the midst of one of the biggest economic booms in provincial history. In Mr. Campbell's recent budget, he's calling for the province to carry so much debt that by 2019, the annual interest will be about $1.8 billion per year. We could build 30 to 40 seniors' home facilities every year with the money that Robin wants to spend in annual interest on debt. Why? Because he and his PC colleagues prefer spending and borrowing to sound fiscal management. Prentice says he can't balance the budget, but we needn't worry because the PCs have a plan. Alberta's last premier couldn't balance the budget either. She too had a plan. Albertans were told that by 2015, the annual surplus would be $5 billion. It's now 2015, guess what? No surplus. Every PC plan by the last three premiers has insisted that a deficit of today is okay because it's part of their overall plan. Yet stable, continued, balanced budgets never arrive. The government claims their deficit exists because of oil prices. They complain that oil has fallen below $50 a barrel. Previous BC governments balanced the budget when oil was under 15 and when it rose and fell below $30 a barrel. Fluctuating commodity prices is the real world. That's the world in which every government must function. If a government can't manage its finances, it's not the fault of energy prices, it's a management problem, a government spending problem. In a recent speech in Jasper, Mr. Campbell indicated that he and his colleagues have an uncontrollable propensity to spend. When times are good, he said, we spend it like drunken sailors. Those are his words, not mine. Leading many people to believe that listening to a PC government criticize a Wildrose budget is a bit like listening to Bernie Madoff deliver a financial lecture on business ethics. Category 2 in this quick performance review is related to infrastructure processes, not infrastructure spending, but infrastructure process. In other words, the government decides where to build, what to build, and when to build. The PC system could be called feel the wind and promise, feel the wind and promise again. This PC promising especially occurs at election time when the PC message is vote for me, I'll build you a hospital. Vote for me, I'll build you a school. Vote for me, you fill in the blank. Wildrose government would open the shutters on the process. Rather than engaging in political gamesmanship, we'd invite the public into the process. How? We do it by establishing objective criteria that is public and that can be used to measure and prioritize projects. That way everybody knows what project will come next and when. The idea that we should determine infrastructure priorities by having cabinet ministers at election time running around the province promising to build this and fund that needs to come to an end. People of Whitecourt were promised a new hospital in the 1990s. They haven't seen it. Edson Hospital, first promised in 2005, still isn't finished. The third and final area of our performance review concerns healthcare. Any government worth its salt should be able to run for re-election based on what it's actually done, rather than repetitive promises that it could do better. In healthcare, the Alberta PC spend a third more than the national average, yet we get less than mediocre results. That's roughly the same as paying 30% more for a car than your neighbor and getting a lousier car, even though you paid more. Very few hospitals in the province are meeting wait time targets in emergency care. Seniors don't have beds, surgeries are constantly canceled, there are long wait times, and hospitals haven't been adequately maintained. PCs have also created a healthcare system where large numbers of people can't get a family doctor. They get emergency treatment, but are unable to enjoy the normal stability that comes with a family doctor. I'm running for the Wildrose because I believe Albertans deserve a healthcare system that actually works. I believe Albertans deserve government that's accountable, fiscally responsible, transparent, and a government that stays away from debt traps. If you agree with me, I invite you to mark your ballot on May 5th in favor of good government by marking it in favor of Wildrose.